Bene, bravo, bello, buono. What's the difference? At first glance, bene, bravo, bello, and buono in Italian may seem almost interchangeable, and their meanings can be easily confused. However, each has its own distinct use, which is where the fun and the learning begins. In this lesson, we'll explore the differences between bene, bravo, bello, and buono with simple rules and some real-world examples, so you'll be able to use them confidently and in the right context every time. And don't worry about taking notes, I've done all the hard work for you. To help you to practice, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet with all the vocabulary and examples from this lesson. Just click on the link in the description box below this video. Pronti? Are you ready? Iniziamo! Let's begin! Now these four words each play a specific role in Italian sentences. Let's start with bene. Bene is an adverb of manner, meaning it's used to describe how an action is performed. For example,
Lui parla bene.
Bravo, bello, and buono are adjectives, which means they describe nouns. As adjectives, they must agree with the gender, masculine or feminine, and number, singular or plural, of the nouns they modify. For example, to say a good teacher would be
Una brava insegnante.
to say a good book would be
Un buon libro.
and to say a lovely beach you would say.
Una bella spiaggia.
Now, if you remember these basic roles, you'll find it much easier to use these words correctly. Now that we've covered the fundamental differences, let's take a closer look at each one individually. How to use bene in Italian. Bene means well and is used to indicate that an action is performed skillfully or effectively. Essentially, it gives us more information about how an action is carried out. Since bene is an adverb, it never changes form, and it's typically placed after the verb it modifies. Here are some examples.
In questo ristorante si mangia bene.
You eat or one eats well in this restaurant.
Kate parla bene l'italiano.
Kate speaks Italian well.
Le azzurre hanno giocato bene ieri.
The Italian women's team played well yesterday. Bene is also often used to talk about one's general well-being, particularly in response to Italian greetings. For example,
Ciao, come stai?
hello, how are you?
Tutto bene.
I'm all right. Or you can say,
Sto bene, grazie.
I'm well, thanks.
now to learn how Italians really greet each other, watch this video lesson here. Now, although bene, well, is typically used with verbs, there's one important exception, the verb essere, to be. Now, since essere describes a state of being rather than an action, it needs to be followed by an adjective, not an adverb. For instance, to say that a cake came out well, you wouldn't say,
Questa torta è bene.
this cake is well, but rather,
Questa torta è buona.
this cake is good. Here's a helpful tip. Whenever you're unsure whether to use bene, ask yourself if the word you want to use describes the way an action is performed. If it does, then bene is the right choice. Now, let's take a look at using bene as a noun. Bene, meaning well, can also be used as a noun, encompassing a range of meanings, from love and affection to resource and asset. Here are some examples.
Voglio bene a Sara. È la mia migliore amica.
I love Sarah. She's my best friend.
Fare del bene mi rende felice.
Doing good makes me happy.
L'acqua è un bene prezioso, non va sprecata.
Water is a precious resource. It shouldn't be wasted.
Anna ha deciso di donare tutti I suoi beni all'ospedale.
Anna has decided to donate all her assets to the hospital. You can also intensify the adverb bene by using the following expressions.
Molto bene.
Very well.
Benissimo.
Very well.
Strabene.
Literally, super well. This is very colloquial. Attenzione, to say something is better, you can't say
più bene.
in Italian. It's grammatically incorrect. Instead, you should use
Meglio.
better, as in,
È andata meglio di quanto mi aspettassi.
it went better than I expected.
Più bene.
Is only acceptable when bene is used as a noun, not as an adverb, as in,
Devi volerti più bene.
you should love yourself more. Let's take a look at some popular expressions with bene in Italian. Now, bene is frequently used in a variety of expressions used in everyday Italian conversations, such as
Bene o male?
somehow, one way or another, as in,
Bene o male, siamo riusciti a portarlo a casa.
somehow we managed to bring it home.
Nel bene e nel male.
For better or for worse. This is the typical phrase accompanying I do in Italian weddings,
Di bene in meglio.
meaning from good to great, as in,
Mi hanno detto che hai aperto un altro negozio. Le cose stanno andando di bene in meglio.
I've been told you opened another shop. Things are going from good to great.
È un bene che...
It's a good thing that. For example,
È un bene che tu sia arrivato. La situazione stava andando fuori controllo.
it's a good thing you arrived. The situation was getting out of hand. Now, some verbs, especially pronominal verbs, those that include one or two pronouns, take on specific meanings when paired with bene. Now, to learn how to use pronouns in Italian, make sure you watch this video lesson here. Let's take a look at the first pronominal verb.
Passarsela bene.
To do well, to live comfortably. For example,
Se la passa bene adesso che lavora con Roberto.
he's doing well now that he works with Roberto,
Uscirne bene.
meaning to get out of a tricky situation without harm. For example,
È stato un periodo difficile, ma ne siamo usciti bene.
it was a tough time, but we came out of it well.
Portarsi bene gli anni.
This means to age well. For example, you might say,
Tuo nonno si porta bene gli anni che ha.
your grandfather is aging well.
Andare bene.
To go well or to proceed satisfactorily. For example, you can say,
Grazie a Dio, quest'anno gli affari vanno bene.
thank God, business is going well this year.
Trovarsi bene.
To feel comfortable or at ease. For example,
Vi trovate bene nei nuovi uffici?
do you feel comfortable in the new offices?
Promettere bene.
To show promise for a good outcome. For example,
La squadra quest'anno promette bene. Ha già vinto le prime 2 partite.
the team is showing promise this year. They've already won the first 2 matches.
Venire su bene.
To grow up well. For example,
Il vostro ragazzo viene su bene. Guarda com'è già alto.
your boy is growing up well. Look how tall he is already. Now, to learn more about Italian pronominal verbs, make sure you watch this video lesson here. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to below this video. Now, how do you use buono in Italian? Buono is an adjective that means good and is used to describe the quality of a person, place, object, or idea. Here are some of its more typical applications. To describe someone or something as good, as in a quality or skill, you can say,
Quel ristorante è molto buono.
that restaurant is very good. To indicate kindness and good-heartedness, for example, you can say,
Mattia è un ragazzo buono e gentile.
Mattia is a good and kind guy. To say that something is useful or effective for a specific purpose, you can say,
Questa crema è buona per gli eritemi.
this cream is good for rashes. You can also use it in expressions of good wishes. For example,
Fate buon viaggio.
have a good trip, or
Buon compleanno.
happy birthday. Attenzione! When buono is placed before a noun, its ending changes, as we'll see in the following table. ensuring the word flows naturally in pronunciation. Take a look. Masculine.
Buono.
This is used with masculine singular nouns, starting with Z, GN, PS, PN, or S plus a consonant. For example,
Ho bisogno di un buono zaino per il trekking.
I need a good backpack for hiking.
Buon.
This is used with masculine singular nouns starting with a vowel or a consonant followed by a vowel, L or R. For example,
Che buon profumo. Come si chiama?
what a nice smell. What's it called?
Buoni.
This is used with masculine plural nouns. For example,
Carla ha sempre dei buoni consigli.
Carla always gives good advice. Feminine.
Buona.
This is used with feminine singular nouns starting with a consonant. For example,
A scuola manca una buona insegnante di storia.
There isn't a good history teacher at school.
Buon.
this is used with feminine singular nouns beginning with a vowel. For example,
C'è una buon'anima che può aiutarmi?
is there a kind soul who can help me?
Buone.
This is used with feminine plural nouns. For example,
Anna e Lucia sono buone amiche di mia figlia.
Anna and Lucia are good friends of my daughter. Buono can also be used as a noun to mean goodness or a good thing or person. Here are some examples.
Tira fuori il buono che c'è in te.
Bring out the good in you.
Il buono, il brutto, il cattivo.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the title of the famous Italian movie featuring the iconic music by Ennio Morricone.
In questo supermercato non accettano i buoni pasto.
This supermarket doesn't take meal vouchers. We can also intensify the adjective buono by using the following expressions.
Molto buono.
Very good,
Buonissimo.
extremely good,
Strabuono.
super good. This is a bit more colloquial. Now here are some common expressions featuring buono, meaning good, in Italian conversations.
Che buono. Buona. Buoni. Buone.
It's or they are delicious. Use this when referring to food or drinks.
Buono a sapersi.
Good to know.
Stai buono.
Behave.
Di buon'ora.
Early.
Avere le proprie buone ragioni.
To have one's good reasons.
Questa è buona.
That's a good one, as in a joke.
A buon rendere.
I owe you one.
Essere una, poco di buono.
To be a troublemaker.
Fare buon viso a cattivo gioco.
To put a good face on a bad situation.
Essere in buoni rapporti.
To be on good terms.
Essere un buono a nulla.
To be a good for nothing.
Sono buono e caro, ma quando mi arrabbio...
I'm good and kind, but when I get angry... Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to below this video. Now let's take a look at how to use bello in Italian. Bello is an adjective that translates to nice or beautiful in English. It can be used in a variety of ways. Here's a quick guide. We can use it to describe someone or something aesthetically pleasing, such as
Questa casa è proprio bella.
this house is really beautiful. We can use it to talk about an artistic value of something. For example,
Questo libro è bello. Te lo consiglio.
this book is good. I recommend it. We can also use it to talk about something well done or well organized. For instance,
Hai fatto proprio un bel lavoro qui. Complimenti.
you did a really good job here. Congratulations. We can also use it to refer to the size or abundance of something. For instance,
Quel ristorante ha una bella selezione di vini.
that restaurant has a large selection of wines. We can use it to emphasize a noun. For example,
Anna si è presa un bello spavento ieri.
Anna was really frightened yesterday. We can use it to reinforce the meaning of another adjective, similar to saying very. For example,
Un pan di Spagna bello soffice.
A very fluffy sponge cake. Or
Una macchina bella grande.
a very spacious car. It can also be used to make ironic remarks, such as
Bella roba che vendi. La borsa si è già rotta.
great stuff you're selling, the bag is already broken. Attenzione! Like buono, meaning good, and bello, meaning nice, it changes its ending when positioned before a noun, resulting in the following variations. Masculine.
Bello.
This is used with masculine singular pronouns starting with Z, GN, PS, or S plus a consonant. For example,
Hai visto che bello stadio hanno costruito?
did you see the beautiful stadium they've built?
Bel.
This is used with masculine singular nouns starting with a vowel. For instance,
Sto cercando un bell'appartamento per mio figlio.
I'm looking for a nice apartment for my son.
Bel.
This is used with all other masculine singular nouns starting with a consonant. For instance,
Ho fatto un bel casino. Scusami.
I messed up. Sorry.
Begli.
This is used with masculine plural nouns starting with Z, X, GN, PS, or S plus a consonant or a vowel. For example,
Begli amici che siete. Mi avete lasciata a piedi.
good friends that you are, you left me hanging.
Bei.
This is used with all other masculine plural nouns starting with a consonant. For example,
Che bei fiori. Dove li hai presi?
these are such beautiful flowers. Where did you get them? In the feminine we have.
Bella.
This is used with feminine singular nouns starting with a consonant. For example,
Ho trovato una camera con una bella vista sul Colosseo.
I found a room with a beautiful view of the Colosseum.
Bella.
This is used with feminine singular nouns starting with a vowel. For example,
Bell'idea. Complimenti.
great idea, congratulations.
Belle.
This is used with feminine plural nouns. For example,
Spero che passerete delle belle vacanze qui.
I hope you all have a great vacation here. Additionally, in Italian sentence structure, bello can change its meaning depending on whether it is placed before or after the noun. Take a look.
Un cantante bello.
A beautiful singer. This refers to the singer's physical attractiveness, while
Un bel cantante.
a great singer indicates a singer whose work is valued and admired. Here's another example.
Un libro bello.
A beautiful book. This describes a book that is attractive in appearance or design, while
Un bel libro.
a great book. This means the book is outstanding in terms of its content. Now, to learn more about Italian word order and sentence structure, make sure you watch this video lesson here. Okay, let's take a look at using bello as a noun. Now, when used as a noun, bello can convey different meanings, starting with the concept of beauty in general. For example,
Il bello delle donne.
the beauty of women. This was also the name of a popular Italian TV series in the early 2000s. Bello can also be used to describe something wonderful or delightful. For example,
Il bello deve ancora venire.
the best is yet to come. A partner or loved one. For example,
Dove hai lasciato il tuo bello?
where did you leave your love? A particularly beautiful person. For example,
Tutte sono innamorate del bello della classe.
everyone is in love with the handsome guy in the class. In this vein, it can also be used in a playful or sarcastic way. For example,
Bello mio, sveglia, dobbiamo tornare al lavoro.
my friend, wake up, we need to get back to work. Now we can intensify the adjective bello by using the following expressions.
Molto bello,
Very nice,
bellissimo,
beautiful, or the colloquial,
strabello.
super beautiful. Here are some popular expressions with bello in Italian.
Bello! Che bello!
Lovely, that's lovely.
Belli! Belle!
Hey guys!
Un bel niente.
Absolutely nothing.
Adesso viene il bello.
The best part is coming now.
Questa è bella.
This is funny.
Fare una bella figura.
To make a good impression.
Il bel paese.
Italy, literally the beautiful country.
Cosa fai di bello?
What are you up to? Literally, what nice thing are you doing? Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to below this video. Alright, last but not least, we have bravo. How do we use it in Italian? Bravo, with a good roll of that R, is an adjective that means good in English. It describes someone's skill in doing something well, or their good nature. Take a look at these examples.
Cristina è proprio una brava ragazza.
Christina is a really good girl.
Mio marito è bravo in cucina.
My husband is skilled in the kitchen.
Sono brave persone. Puoi fidarti di loro.
They are good people. You can trust them. Bravo is typically used in pairs with the following prepositions. In, meaning in, when talking about being good in a subject or discipline. For example,
Alessia è brava in matematica.
Alessia is good at math. Con, meaning with, when indicating proficiency with objects or people. For example,
Angelo è davvero bravo con I bambini.
Angelo is really good with kids. A, meaning at, when describing skill in an activity expressed with an infinitive verb. For example,
Mia sorella è brava a disegnare. Vuole diventare un'illustratrice.
my sister is good at drawing. She wants to become an illustrator. Now, to learn how to use all Italian prepositions, make sure you watch this video lesson right here. Now, bravo can sometimes act as a noun to refer to someone with positive qualities. For example,
Bambini, mi raccomando, fate I bravi dalla nonna.
children, please make sure you behave well with grandma. Now, we can intensify the adjective bravo by using the following expressions.
Molto bravo.
Very good,
Bravissimo.
excellent, and the colloquial,
Super bravo.
super good. Another colloquial variation is
Bravone.
meaning super good. Now, bravo frequently appears in everyday conversations through the following phrases. Take a look.
Bravo. Che bravo.
Well done! This is a typical expression and way to compliment someone in Italian. Now, to learn more Italian compliments, watch this video lesson right here.
Fai il bravo. La brava. Mi raccomando.
Be good, please.
Chi ci capisce è bravo.
Anyone who understands this is really good.
Una notte brava.
A wild night.
Tutti son bravi quando il nemico fugge.
Everyone is brave when the enemy flees. Now, to continue your learning and to help you practice these 4 new words, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to in the description box below this video. If you enjoyed this lesson, then you'll love Intrepid Italian, my series of online self-paced video courses that break down everything you need to know about Italian using my unique 80-20 method. More details in the description below. And if you enjoyed this lesson, don't miss my lesson on how to cheat your way to fluency using modal verbs. You can do that by watching this video here. Plus, learn the 80-20 of Italian vocabulary. That is, the top 20% of Italian words that are used in 80% of everyday conversation. Just watch this video lesson right here. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those notifications so you get an alert when I post more video lessons like this one. Until next time, un abbraccio! Ciao!